As we told you earlier, Drew Peterson goes back to court today seeking a new trial.
Yeah, it's an incredible case. One of the attorneys from Peterson's team, Joe Lopez, is here with us this morning. Hey, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Good morning, everybody.
Good to see you.
We heard you saying an avalanche of errors in this case. You think he deserves a new trial?
Oh, I do. I mean, we start with the hearsay hearing and admitting all that hearsay. In the beginning of the case, in 2010, it started there, holding the jury over for 2 years. There was a lot of different things other than the Harry Smith issue.
All right. Now, you also say the Harry Smith issue refers to Joel Brodsky, the lead attorney, last time around. And so what did he really botch the case? Is that the case you will make today?
Well, we don't know if he really botched the case. I mean, the case was kind of had its own ending, and I think people could have forecasted how it was going to end in the beginning. These are the types of things that the judge has to look at. And when lawyers call witnesses, sometimes it backfires, and the judge has to decide whether or not, if it backfired, what kind of effect it had on the jury.
Is it uncomfortable, though, for the same legal defense team, you and Steve Peterson, to be saying that Joel Brodsky made an avalanche of errors? He was part of your team, right? You guys worked together. Well,
we did work together, and that's one of the allegations. Unfortunately, in this profession, sometimes lawyers have to point fingers at each other. And that's one of the things that happens. And many times, other lawyers who I know, I may have gone out to dinner with, and I've done a trial. They may come into the trial and do the same thing to me. So it's pretty common to argue ineffective assistance of counsel. You get used to it after many years. I've been doing it 30 years, so I'm kind of used to it, and I think Mr. Brodsky is too.
Yeah, Brodsky, for his part, says he did nothing wrong. And the quote he gave the Tribune was that, I wish the defense team were focusing more on their client and not on some personal vendetta. Is there a little bit of personal animosity that is in the air today?
Well, if there is, it's not between me and Mr. Brodsky. It might be between other members of the defense team. You'd have to ask them. But there's a lot of different things besides what we intended to argue about Harry Smith. There's a lot of other issues in this case. Pretrial publicity, there's a lot of different things.
Yeah, a lot to look at. So what happens today if the judge throws it out and says no new trial, then sentencing begins?
Well, what will happen today is everyone will call their witnesses. There'll be arguments. The judge may or may not make a decision today. He may hold it over till tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually set for the sentencing date. If the judge denies the motion, then it'll go forward in sentencing tomorrow.
Got it. And then he's facing 20 to 60
20 to 60.
20 to 60.
At 100%. So whatever the sentence he gets is pretty much going to put him beyond the reach of the rest of his life.
And very quickly, all the legal experts we've talked to say the chances are slim that the court grants a new trial. Is that fair to say?
I mean, it's fair to say. I mean, a lot of times in these situations, judges are hesitant in overturning a jury's verdict. Maybe a bench trial might have a better chance, but it's a very slim chance, but there is a chance, and that's why there's appellate courts. A lot of times, judges at the trial level will not do it, but the appellate court will do it, or the Supreme Court will do it.
All right, Joe Lopez, thank you for stopping by. Good luck in court today.
Thank you.
Good, Joe.